InkTV is back, baby, and what a showing from high-level competitive Splatoon last Saturday's open qualifier was. A bunch of teams fought valiantly, but alas, we saw Jackpot, Alliance Rogue, Graveyard Shift, and Zero Deaths all qualify for the Resurgence League, which starts next week. But before we get there, we're doing it all again. A second qualifier is coming up this Saturday with 4 more league play spots on the line. Everyone's expecting both Starburst and Crush Soda to make appearances and sweep through the competition pretty easily. But we asked our commentators who else they've got their eyes on to make the cut this weekend. Here's what they said.
To quote the beautiful Beyonce, you can be a sweet dream or a beautiful nightmare. And boy, did we get a beautiful nightmare last week.
To stall out and see if they can get some reinforcements. That's an important pick on Obito. They're going to get a second one there in the Terror. They're also going to get the lead to boot, but there's nobody around to follow up. They have one plan left in Show, who's going to try and throw it in, and they will! The absolute Kobe while falling off the map!
Nightmare has got to be the obvious team to keep an eye on going into the second qualifier. I mean, falling just one game short of completing the ultimate Cinderella run by taking down multiple teams that were seated above them. There's no question to me that Nightmare has the mechanical skill and talent to be a top team. Now it's really just a matter of if they have the experience and the decision making. I know I'm going to be on the edge of my seat this week watching to see if it was all just a fluke or if this team is really legit.
SEAFOAM is the dark horse I'm watching out for in Qualifier 2. This is a group of players who have been knocking on the doors of the elites for years now, and they had a strong showing in the first open. Whenever I watch them play, they never cease to surprise me, whether it's with a new weapon pick or the speed at which they coordinate their pushes. They've had to overcome a lot of obstacles to get where they are now, and it's only a matter of time before their unique synergy and impressive talent hooks them into the limelight.
A team you'll want to look out for in the qualifier coming up will be Last Resort. Last Resort's coming off a bit of a weak performance in qualifier number 1, but they are without their wiper player Arashi coming in with a newly buffed Ultra Stamp. Last Resort is no stranger to making miracle runs happen and taking sets off top teams. So, if something's going to happen, Last Resort may be the team to do it.
If you've followed North American Splatoon at all, you'll know that there's only a few teams that show up in these championship events, and one of those teams is Ascension. This is a consistent roster that has taken games from Jackpot, Starburst, and Destiny Bond. Not too many teams in the world have done that, mind you. If they get a bracket full of their North American counterparts, they are in a great position. And with a lot of the top European teams already qualified for the league, there's a great chance they get a favorable look and punch their ticket into the league as well.
If SQUIDDING plays this weekend, they're going to qualify for the league. And I don't even need to reference the fact that they've beaten other contenders, including Last Resort, Full Sin, and in Squid Junction number 40, at 3 a.m. local time in France, they beat Ascension 2-0. None of that matters as far as I'm concerned. In a tournament like this, where there's so much pressure and attention put on every single team that signs up for it, veteran leadership and experience is going to be the difference between who qualifies for the league and who doesn't. And nobody can say that they have more experience than the 7 years that SQUIDDING has been playing competitively. Consistency wins in situations like this. Give me SQUIDDING to qualify.
Of course, who knows what surprises await us this weekend, so be sure you tune in. The action starts on Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern, with InkTV and its 3 other production partners going live shortly after to cover all of the top 16 double elimination bracket.
You could be a sweet dream or a beautiful nightmare. Either way, I don't want to wake up from you.